Hello, everyone. Tony Morris needs to step down from the governing body and leave Bethel. This video of him walking out of a liquor store with what I've heard is whiskey and about $800 to $1,000 worth of whiskey is everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. There's not like there's someone that's not aware of it because it's all over the internet. Undeniable. Tony Morris, governing body member of Jehovah's Witnesses, is purchasing way more alcohol than what could be argued is moderate, being moderate in habits. It's clearly not anything for the memorial. Obviously, I wasn't there, but if you use your reasoning ability, he was talking to the person that recorded him at the liquor store. And they were talking about what drinks, alcoholic drinks, were right in front of him. Right? He was saying his wife likes such and such a drink. They're talking about the drinks that were in front of them. They weren't talking about wine. So apparently what Tony Morris was looking at wasn't wine. Most liquor stores wouldn't have whiskey and things of that sort right next to wine. So I doubt Tony Morris is looking at wine for the memorial, and then right next to him someone else is talking about liquor or some other alcoholic beverage. So obviously Tony Morris was looking at something along the same lines, and from what I hear of people that know by looking, that was whiskey. This isn't something that Watchtower is going to be able to talk its way out of and say, well, maybe that was for a Gilead graduation. Come on now. There's no religious organization on earth that I have ever heard of that has a graduation for missionaries, and the way they celebrate it is with $1,000 worth of liquor. This is supposed to be a Christian graduation, not a college wild party, not governing body members gone wild with all this alcohol that they're consuming there. So Tony Morris needs to step down from his position, obviously, because this has gone everywhere. This has brought reproach. He brought reproach by purchasing way more alcohol than any one Christian ought to have, let alone a Christian that says that they speak for God. So if anyone wondered, do governing body members really believe their own doctrine? Well, here you have it. I haven't heard that Morris, out of his Christian conscience, has decided to step down. See? Tony Morris, this is everywhere. You need to step down from the governing body, leave Bethel. Obviously, if any other Bethelite had been caught with $1,000 worth of whiskey, they would have been spoken to and they would have been asked, more than likely, do you have a drinking problem? You need to leave Bethel. See, there's a Bethelite that has been on YouTube that said he had to leave Bethel, I believe, because of masturbation. If he had to leave because of masturbation. I believe it was XJW Rebuttal made a video that Bethel didn't try to help him with what he was going through, and they wanted him to leave Bethel because of pornography and masturbation. Well, you have a governing body member, someone who should be held at a much higher standard, who obviously has a drinking problem. If I spend $1,000 on whiskey, that is a problem. See, that ain't okay. Tony Morris didn't spend $1,000 worth on whiskey just to look at it, put it up in the cabinet and look at it. He bought it to drink it. He bought it to drink it and get drunk. You see? So obviously he needs to step down from his position if he believes that this is supposed to be God's organization, and if he believes that they're supposed to be keeping it clean. See? Either Tony Morris needs to step down and leave Bethel, or they need to reinstate everybody that they have ever disfellowshipped on the grounds that they're trying to keep the organization clean, on the grounds that they have this high standard that they hold Jehovah's Witnesses to. Because you got a governing body member caught red-handed with way more alcohol than what anybody holding any position should have. You wouldn't be able to be appointed an elder if the CEO walks past and sees you walking out of a liquor store with $1,000 worth of whiskey. There's no way you're going to get appointed an elder, let alone governing body member. See? So Tony Morris, you need to step down. Call me 937-789-4029. I will try to help you find a place to stay. You're welcome to crash with me for a little while. Not permanently, but for a little while till you find a place to stay. But you need to step down from your position because you have shown conduct unworthy of being Christian, let alone being in a position to direct others. You see, you can't counsel anybody about alcohol. Watchtower cannot come out with any magazines, any watchtowers, telling anyone about being moderate in their habits, when your governing body member is buying up the whole liquor store. See? You're not in a position to be able to counsel others, definitely not about alcohol. I don't want to see another watchtower about drinking and it being okay or not okay. When you have your governing body members, you see, involved with things like that, and it's all over the internet. I looked at it today, and there's more and more people becoming aware of it. You can't sweep this under the rug. Something has to be done about it. Really, Tony Morris should step down himself. If he's really worthy of the position he's in, if he was ever worthy of the position that he's in, he would know, this is bringing reproach. I need to step down and keep the organization clean. You see, maybe in a few years, maybe 5-6 years, try to get reappointed as an elder or something like that. But you need to definitely step down. See, so comment down below. Let me know what you think. Can Tony Morris possibly believe their doctrine? Can the governing body possibly believe their own doctrine? if they have obvious drinking problems and they refuse to step down. Jehovah's Witnesses can't ignore this. You have governing body members involved in heavy drinking, and you have Australian royal commissions with regards to pedophiles in the organization. The Watchtower, Jehovah's Witnesses are just as bad as everyone else, as you can see. All this talk about keeping the organization clean, their disfellowshipping, their rules only apply to lower ranking members, not to the governing body. So Tony Moore, step down. We'll find you a place to stay and leave Bethel. Ex-Wallkill Bethelite signing out.